There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready.
Hey cuties, and welcome back to another CC haul. Today I once again have 100 new CC items for both your male and your female sims for you. As always, you can find links to everything in the description down below, and I'll also make sure to link you to a playlist full of my previous CC hauls in case you need more CC after today's video. But without further ado, let's get straight into this. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you have some nice plans for the weekend, if those are like very active or not active, you know, anything that you might enjoy. I'm looking forward to a very calm weekend. I was hoping to get this video up yesterday, but we went out for dinner with the family for my stepdad's birthday, even though that was like more than 2 weeks ago, but whatever. Don't know why we went this weekend, we just did. But we already went out at 5:30, so I just couldn't get the video done. I mean, everything I needed was a voice over, so I cut it very close, but I just didn't have enough time in the end, and I got back at like 9 p.m. or something, and I didn't want to upload the video that late. So we're here today. I hope you can forgive me, okay, for being a day late. But apart from that, I have nothing planned this weekend. I don't know if I want to go food shopping today or not. I technically enjoy food shopping, but also Saturdays are very crowded. Sundays, supermarkets here aren't open, so I'll either go today or I'll just live with whatever I have at home. I've been very lazy with my cooking anyways lately, so there is that. I think I have those really big like ADHD moments where I get obsessed with one certain food and then I just eat that for weeks straight. Currently it's fish and chips. I don't know why. I just got hooked and now that's all I eat and all I want to eat, so still have that at home. So I'm not gonna starve, I'll be fine. But you know, if I wanted to switch it up and eat anything else, I'll be doomed if I don't go shopping today. But I think I can deal with it. I just really do not feel like leaving the house right now. I'm just kind of feeling like a bit of an indoor plant today. Just want to be inside, enjoy my day. Luckily, it has cooled down again here. We had like 2 days, more like 1 day. 1 day where it was really, really, really hot. I think it's like 27 degrees Celsius, that is. And it was so warm. Luckily, I had to go out that day, but luckily when I was out on my bike, it was very windy, which was really nice. It was actually like the perfect weather because it felt a bit cooler due to the wind, but because the air was so nice and warm. I don't know, do you know that feeling like when the temperature is just right, where it just makes you feel super warm and cozy, like not overheating, but just like, I don't know, it just does something to you. And then the breeze was just everything. I don't know, it was such a nice day. But I'm kind of worried about the summer because I feel like it will be very long and very hot, and I don't love the summer. I feel like all of the things that I like to do as well, like reading, gaming, knitting, all of those things, I feel like are not very suitable summer hobbies. Like my PC just overheats, we don't have an AC where I live, so the whole room is very hot. And like I said, the PC heats up, so obviously makes you feel even warmer. And then you're just sat here in the sun. I don't know, it's not the best hobby for summer. Then knitting, I feel like I don't want to knit with like wools during the summer because my hands get quite sweaty, and then like if you knit wool, because it's so hot, like wool just, I don't know, it's a very warm fabric obviously, so when you knit with it in summer it just makes your hands overheat, I feel like. So I usually don't feel like knitting with wool that much, and I guess I could knit some like summer garments that are made out of maybe like cotton, or I think what's the other summer fiber, linen, like a lot of cotton, linen and silk blends that you could knit with. But I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of that. I'll try it out. I haven't really done any summer knits last year, so I really don't know how I enjoy it. Just something I'll have to try. And I don't know, I feel like even though that fabric will be cooler, maybe it will still not be very pleasant to knit when your hands are very sweaty. Like, it just doesn't seem like the perfect summer hobby, if you get what I mean. And then reading, I guess you can do outdoors or when it's warm, but I just love reading when it's gloomy outside and rainy, and you can set the mood by like turning on some nice lights. I don't know, it feels a lot nicer to me. I think maybe it's just because in summer I feel like my brain is actually getting fried by the heat, so I have no brain power to knit or read or do anything really. I just want it to be over. And I remember last summer was probably the worst summer I've ever experienced because it was so hot, and I think it lasted until I think October, if I remember correctly. And it literally went from like June to October. How many months is that? June, July, August, September, October, 5 months? Like, that's almost half a year of just like overheating. I'm not ready for that, okay? Fingers crossed this summer is not going to be as bad. I specifically hate it when you have those like weeks on end of it not cooling down, because I live in an old apartment, so if we have cooler days, it makes all of like the brick walls cool down a little bit, which is nice. Like for the first few weeks of summer, it actually doesn't get too hot inside my apartment because the bricks are still very cool from the previous days. And that is very nice. And then once it kicks in though, the bricks are warmed up and it feels bad. It feels very bad. I also live on the 4th floor and I get a lot of sun in my room, so this room is always very hot. Like if I go to the other side of the apartment that's like north facing, my god, it feels so much cooler in there. Maybe I'll just have to hang out in those rooms more often during the summer. Even though the small room that I have that's facing the north side, there's not really anything. I haven't really done anything with it because I don't know what I want to do with it, and I'd rather put the money into my bedroom and like my PC setup right now. So I don't know, maybe that just has to be like a summer investment and summer project though, to make that room so I can read there and knit there, because it's definitely a ton cooler there. Or maybe I just like keep walking in between the two rooms, you know. If I'm overheating in here, I'll just like waddle over to the small room and be like, okay, let me cool down for a minute. Because I think in summer it just gets to that point where like the heat itself would be fine, but just that it's so constant and doesn't get colder, I feel like my body just gets to a point where it's like, okay, I'm overheating, like I don't know what to do now. And then you just can't shake it, like you just feel too hot and you can't shake that feeling. And I don't know, maybe I just need to do more. Maybe I need to buy a fan, finally cave and buy a fan this year, even though technically I feel like you should buy fans outside of summer season, so they're not very expensive, and I feel like they're always sold out in summer anyways because everyone's like, oh damn, I need a fan, like it's too hot. But I feel like that would make sense. It's also funny because I can really sense it in my cats, how they change like between the seasons. When it's hot, they tend to chill a lot like on the floor, because obviously that will stay a lot cooler because the air, like obviously hot air rises up, so the higher up they sit, the warmer it will get. So they lay around, like lounge around on the floor quite a lot. And then they're definitely not as cuddly by a long shot. Like as soon as it gets colder, they just snuggle up on my lap all day every day and like around me, but and with each other as well. But as soon as it gets too warm, they're just like, nope, no touching. I just want to be left alone and cool down on the floor. Which is accurate. I feel like that as well, so that's good. It's kind of sad though because I kind of miss them in summer when they're not as cuddly, but also I probably would overheat if on top of it being 30 degrees they would sit on my lap as well. So there's that. I also always feel like it's a bit awkward with cats in summer because all of my summer garments, specifically like skirts and stuff, are not as good with claws. I'm always worried that if they sit on me and like knead or jump up or something, that they'll just tear the fabric, because obviously it's not like jeans or anything where it's not that big of a deal and they're quite sturdy. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. But a rock that's the German word for it. How the frick did that slip out? But a skirt obviously can tear quite easily depending on the fabric, so I'm always worried, and then I kind of always put a blanket on me. But obviously when it's summer you don't really want a blanket on you, but then the cats want to snuggle, so it's just, I feel like it's weird to navigate cats in summer. What do you guys do? Maybe I just need some loungewear for at home that's both like breathable but not a big deal if they tear the fabric a little bit. I just tend to not change. Like if I go out in an outfit, I know people, like a lot of people come home and change to their loungewear, but I mean, if I get dressed, I don't really want to undress and get dressed again, if that makes sense. Like I'm just too lazy for that. I remember when I was younger, my mum was always like, why do you not put on some jogging pants like you're at home? And I was just like, no. I was just always way too lazy to change outfits after coming home. I was just like, nope, just leave me alone. I just want to stay in this, and then when I go to sleep I have to change again, because technically then you change when you get up, change when you come home, and then change when you go to bed. That's 3 times of changing outfits. I'm not doing that, okay? I'm way too lazy for that. I also realized I haven't talked about the CC at all today, which is very classic, but like there's this one set by Serenity and Scented, is that how you pronounce it? I hope so. And I thought it was absolutely adorable. So the swatches, oh my god, like those stripy swatches were to die for. So let me know if you like those. But anyways, with that said, the video is coming to an end real soon here. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you all next time. Bye.